Good morning and welcome. It is Halloween here on a Saturday morning, beautiful Saturday morning in Austin, Texas. Welcome. My name is Lauren Lewis. This is Power for Parkinson's Young Onset Circuit class, Parkinson's class, and welcome. I'm so glad you're with me this morning. We are going to be doing a bit of a Halloween theme, but not too much, don't worry. Please make sure that before we get started that if you want, we will be using some weights today. If you have some weights, you can do everything that we do without weights if you don't want to use them or don't have them. If you want to use cans, those are also great to use, or water bottles, you can substitute those. And what else? I think that, make sure you also have a chair or that you're exercising next to a wall. For safety, for balance, for safety, just so that you can get through our exercises and stay safe. Also, please remember, this is really directed at people that have been diagnosed with young onset Parkinson's disease that can exercise comfortably for an hour standing and that can get on and off the floor comfortably. We will be getting on and off the floor throughout our exercise class this morning. So let's get ourselves started. For the second part of our exercise, I don't know if it's mentioned in our previews, but you will be needing a pillow. And I suggest you use like a bed pillow. So you may want to grab a pillow while we're warming up and get a towel if you don't want to step on it, because we will be stepping on the pillow. So I'm going to leave my pillow here. We'll be using it for the second part of our exercise. So let's get started. I'm going to walk you through an easy warm-up. You can do whatever you want to do, climb up the stairs, run around the room. I'm going to jog in place, or just start with a nice easy knee lift. And we just want to get our body nice and warmed up. We want to get that circulation going, get oxygen flowing throughout the body. We want to make sure that our joints are well lubricated so that we don't hurt ourselves. Let's start off with a nice big stretch and an exhale out. Okay, keep going up and all big stretch. Good, and let's do that 2 more times. Big long stretch overhead, and one last time. Nice big stretch. Good, I'm going to take this to another, as I said, just a little higher to a jog. And I want those knees not too high yet, we will get into that later, but we're just jogging, just trying to get the heart rate up. So let's stay with this jog and let's add some arms to get your shoulders and arms warmed up. And let's do this about 8 times. Ready? Here we go. We're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let's take those arms to the side. Just keep going with me, out and in. This should be fairly easy to do in terms of following me, so trying to make it so that everybody can follow. I don't want to make it too dancey. Just want to make a warm-up. We're going to take those arms, continuing to jog. We're going to take those arms and just gently push behind. Yeah, we just want to kind of get that, all parts of our upper body, our shoulders and arms, warmed up and ready. And let's take those arms overhead completely, okay? All the way up. And every time you bring those arms overhead, whether it's jogging, standing, even just sitting in place, when you bring your arms overhead, your heart rate automatically goes up. So that's another little trick to, if you're not working as hard as you'd like to, bring those arms overhead and you'll find your heart rate will go up. All right, let's do this 8 more times. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to take that jog to a knee lift. And you can continue with your jog if you want to, but I'm going to just bring it down to a knee lift. I'm forcing those knees to come a little higher by bringing those arms underneath. My heart rate, as you can hear from my speaking, is definitely going up. Good. Let's do doubles of these. Ready? 2 right, 2 left, 2 right, and 2 left. And if you're still jogging, you're doing fine. Just stay with that, okay? 2 right, 2 left. Stay with me right here. 2 right, 2 left. You can take this to a little hop if you want. 2 right. There it is. 2 left. I knew I could do this. 2 right and left. Back to singles. Here we go. It's 8 and 7, 6, 5. Arms a little higher. 4, 3, 2. Let's hold for 4. Ready? 4, 3, 2, and switch. 4. I just want to get that heart rate up. That's all we're doing. Again. 4, 3, 2. Switch. 4, 3, 2. Back to singles. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's swing the legs to the side. Out, out. We're just a little pendulum here. Just swinging those legs. Again, I want to get the heart rate up, want to work all parts of the legs, in every direction. So I'm just doing a little pendulum here. If you want to do this low impact, you just stand and kick out right to left. But we want to warm up all sides of that hip area. So let's keep this going just a little longer. I'm going to add a little bigger arms to make it more fun. And by fun, I always mean harder. Okay, let's do 8 more counts of this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let's work the inner thigh. Inner thigh, just bringing the legs in. Just bring those heels into you. Working, turning your heels so we're getting that inner thigh warmed up. All right, and I'm going to bring those arms all the way around to get the heart rate up. Continuing to get it up. Good, let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold for doubles. Hold. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, stay with it. Good. And if you can't reach for your ankle, reach for your inner thigh, reach for the knee, it doesn't matter, as long as you're moving. Last 8 more of these. 8 and 7. Keep going. 6. Whew. 5. I feel it. 4. On this nice brisk morning. 3, 2. Good. Back to single knees underneath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's take the full leg to a full leg kick. All the way up. Try to warm up those hamstrings. Really getting into those quads. Let's use the bigger arms. Now our heart rate should be up pretty high. So let's just finish it up with 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. March it out. Inhale up and out. Again, inhale up and widen those legs. Let's take this march down. A little lower now, down. Good, now we want to really warm up those quads. We're not done yet. Come on down. Good, stay right here. Good, now think about limbo, right? Like a limbo hop. Bring it as low as you can. Come on, we got a hello, can you go? Try to get those legs really warmed up. Come on, a little lower. Now, a little lower. Okay, we are beyond the warm-up part. Now we are working, right? Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Deep breath in. You never want to just stop when you've gotten your heart rate up, when you're in cardio mode. You don't want to just stop. You want to slowly, carefully, gently, and safely bring your heart rate down. So, now that we're warmed up, what are we going to do? We're going to do a circuit of 6 exercises. Each exercise will be focusing on large muscle groups. And we'll try to cover the entire body in our 6 exercises. Each one will also have a very specific, addressing a very specific common symptom of Parkinson's. So we'll be working large muscles and addressing a symptom of Parkinson's disease. And we'll go over each one and what they are for as we go through it. The first exercise I'm going to show you is called the bear crawl. This is a really great exercise. It's a full body exercise. It uses shoulders, shoulder strength, it uses quads, it uses abdominals, hip stability, shoulder stability. It uses everything. So you're going to have to hit the floor for this one. Now there are some modifications or other ways to do it, so let's go over that together. Bear crawl is basically you're on all fours, right here. Your shoulders are directly underneath your wrists. Your back is flat, watch out for slumping. And you want to try to just hover your knees maybe 3 inches off the floor, maybe not even that much. So that's our bear, that's our starting position. Now, the crawl, I'm turning so you can see what I'm doing. The crawl is using your right arm, let's say, and your left leg together. And we're crawling forward. And I'm going to do like 4 steps. Now the fun part is crawling backwards, using opposite muscles, opposite limbs, coming back and forth. Now, if this is difficult for you and you're really feeling too much strain on your knees or in your shoulders, bring it all the way down to the floor. Your starting position is on the floor. I promise you're still working all the same muscles. Take your right arm and left leg and continue walking forward, just like we did in the hovering, and then go back. And it's that forward and back motion that's going to really trigger that core, your shoulders, and your hips. So either way, any of those those areas. Any way doing it on the floor or hovering is great. I'm going to put on we're going to do this for 50 seconds. All of our exercises will be done for 50 seconds and then for the whole, until we do the whole circuit. I'm also going to put on a little more fun. Usually I don't use music, but today I thought it would be fun to put on some music to keep us, keep our mind off of what we're doing. So I'm going to put my timer on. Let's put on some music. And we'll do this for 50 seconds together, okay? There it is. There's our music. And here's our timer. Go! So I want to make sure that your tummy is tight, your abs are pulled in, you're not taking large steps, you're taking small steps and you're going forwards. And now I'm going to go back. Try to use your opposite muscles, your opposite limbs rather, opposite limbs. Try not to take real long steps, make it small, so that everything is directly underneath your trunk. So we're really staying close to the body. Hands and knees are close to the body. You're going to feel this, as I said, everywhere, and you're welcome. Stay with it. Only 50 seconds. Pull your arms tight. Make sure you're using full range of motion. Your arms are not bent. You're straight in front, and your knees are underneath your body. Underneath your body. Pull tight. Keep it going. We're almost done. Good. There's our timer. I don't know if you heard it over the music. All right. So that's our first exercise. That's our first exercise. From here, we're going to take your stronger leg. Doesn't matter, right or left leg, your stronger leg, more dominant leg. We're going to bring that in front, 90-degree angle. This is the safest way to get up off the floor. I always like to show it to you week after week, just so that you get into the habit of it. Both hands are on that leg. Use your toe to help you lift, pull, and lift up. All right, you may not need this now, but trust me, as you get older, you're going to thank me that you had learned this now and that you've practiced it. I show this to everyone. It's just the safest and best way to get up. Okay, second set, second exercise. Second exercise we're working on is a lower body exercise. We're going to do what's called around-the-clock lunges. And we're only going to go to 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We're going around the clock, then we're going to go around the clock the other way. So you can hold weights or not hold weights, that's your choice. If you're holding weights, they're just here at your side or one weight directly in front of you. Make sure that you have a chair next to you because you will be going, you could really lose your balance on this one. So you want to make sure that you're safe. So we're going to start off with that right leg, and the right leg's going to go to 12 o'clock. And it's a lunge. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that lunge to make sure you understand. Lunge is a 90-degree angle in both legs, 90 degrees. Okay, then you come in, then you go to 3 o'clock. That's an out, legs are wide, out, and then you sit back. So watch out for those knees. You don't want the knees to come forward. Your knees are always under your ankles. And then you come in, then we go to 6 o'clock, which is behind, way back here. Woohoo! That's why you need the chair. Both knees are at 90. Then you continue around the clock with your other leg, goes to 6, and then it goes to 9 or whatever, whichever way you're facing, and then back to 12. Then we start with that second leg, and we go around the opposite way. So we're going around the clock. Make sure you're next to a wall or have that chair next to you for stability and safety. I'm going to put on our timer for 50 seconds. We're working quadriceps and glutes. Make sure you're coming nice and deep. Here we go. I'm putting that music back on. And our timer's on for 50. Here we go. Down, up, sit back, up, step way back. Up, switch sides, go back, up, have a seat, and front. Then I go around the other way. Please stay at your pace, not mine. If you want to speed this up, go right ahead. If you want to slow it down, go right ahead. You want to work at your pace. And you want to make sure you're staying safe. Watch to make sure those knees are over the ankle. You don't want to go over that toe. Sit nice and deep. We're working all parts of the lower body. Switch legs, out to the side, sit back, stand up, big step forward, and back. Down, sit back. There's our timer, not bad. All right. All right, so we've done lower body, we've done full body, now it's time to just get right into that core. So I'm gonna ask you to come on down to the floor, and we're working core. So what I'd like you to do, legs are directly above you, right here, heels are to the ceiling, hands are here for neck support and back support. You're gonna lift up one arm at a time and go for your toe, right up here. Now you may wanna drop that arm and really rotate to reach, or lift here, and if you can't reach for your toe, but somewhere on that leg is fine, and down, and then you're gonna reach on the opposite arm to the opposite leg, somewhere, and on that leg is fine. So we're going for the toes, and now we're gonna drop both toes or one toe at a time, legs are straight. Keep your lower back flat on the floor, and up. So it's tap, tap, now both legs tap, and up. If you find that's really difficult for you, there's an option here that's just as hard, I promise, works the same muscles, but it may be better for you. Tap, tap, now watch, one leg taps, one leg taps. So your choice, tap, tap, both legs tap, or tap, tap, one at a time, but you make sure that your lower back, here's the key, lower back stays on the floor. All right, I'm putting the music on. This is all core. We're working right here, the crossing of the midline, so we're working your obliques, we're working entire midsection, we're working your abs. All right, music maestro. Music maestro. No? There it is. 50 seconds on the clock. Support your lower back and your neck. I'm going to tap each side, and then I drop. My lower back never leaves the floor. Lower back is really tight against the floor. Pull down right here. Reach, reach, or pull down right here and here. Your choice. Stay at what works for you best. Remember, this is for you, not for me. Reach, reach, and drop. When I do these, I really like to do them on a more slow side, so I'm not wrenching my back. I'm not twisting and wrenching. I'm using my muscles to lift me up. I'm using my muscles. I'm not just wrenching. This is really important. Just have some fun with this. Up and down. Pull your belly in. You're going to thank me for this because I'm giving you a nice, great six-pack. And there's our time. Roll yourself up. Once again, hand comes on in front of you. Come on up. All right, whoops. Come on, stop that timer. All right, the next exercise we're gonna do is a 3-count lunge with a press. So here's where, if you have some weights, I'm gonna ask you to pick them up. We're gonna do a 3-count lunge. A lunge is a backwards step, just like we had done in our around the clock. You're gonna hold here, but here's the 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, come in. Back, down, 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 and in. So that's your 3-count lunge. I'm going to add an overhead press, a stationary overhead press. So I'm going to start off with my right arm, and my right arm is over by my ear, not in front. It's right up here, and I'm going to go back into my lunge. I'm going to start off with my opposite leg. Okay, right arm up, left leg goes down, down, down. Now the same side goes down, down, down. Then I switch arms, and I go to the opposite leg first. Down, down, down. Same side, down, down, down. This one's going to take a little thinking. What leg am I on? What arm am I on? Am I on opposites? Have some fun with this. Just do your best. I'm challenging all parts of your body, really working on these large muscles in the front. We're really working on the quadriceps. That 3 count, down, down, down. You're going to feel it all throughout that back leg. So, all that said, let's give that. Let's have a little fun with that, okay? And my timer on? Yes, here we go. Opposite, down, 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 switch, down, 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 switch, opposite, down, 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 switch legs, down, hold that arm straight overhead, switch arms, opposite, down. Down. Now you can stay with me because I'm going to tell you, or you can go at your pace, a little faster or a little slower. That's up to you. Down. I messed up. Down. Good. Opposite. Good, and if you really get that leg nice and far down, you're gonna feel this in that lower body. And if your arm is nice and still up on top, you're gonna feel this in your shoulder. So we're really working everything at once. Down, down, down. Woo! Right there, yes? You're welcome. Okay, 50 seconds. Nice job. All right, the next exercise is you'll need your weights again because this is for upper body. We're working shoulders and biceps, shoulders and arms. This is a combination, this is a sequence I'm going to ask you to try to remember. We're going to do one front raise, right here. The front raise only goes just to above the shoulders, or maybe even not quite so high. Your arms are soft, not locked. Your body weight is right here, as opposed to way back here. Okay, so we're going to do a front raise, and then we're going to do a fly. A fly is an outward motion. Watch where my arms are. They're not up here. They're not up here. They're here. Just shoulder height. So we're going to go up, down, out, and in. And here's the second part, which we're going to keep alternating. Curl, up, down, and down. Up, down, out, in, curl. Up, down, drop. Up, down, out, in, curl, raise, down, and down, okay? I'm going to put the music on. I'm going to be doing it. Follow me or go at your own pace. You may have to say this out loud to yourself. That's fine. We're working all these muscles, okay? So let's put our music back on. Let's put our timer on. 50 seconds. Here we go. Up. Also, I'm going to ask you not to go too fast, so you're really working through those muscles. You're not throwing your arms around. Try not to throw those arms. We're going to lift and drop using just the muscles, not momentum. Good. Up, down, out, curl and lift. Stay at your pace. This is for you, not me. Up. Can you remember the pattern? Out. Can you remember to keep those arms, not throwing those arms? Nice work. Up. And down. Don't go over your head yet. Good. Stay with it. All right. That's your 50 seconds. I think time goes a lot faster when we've got that music on, don't you? All right, the last exercise, that's our 5. The last exercise we're going to do is a cardio exercise. We're just going to jog in place, just like we had during our warm-up. And you have a choice. You can bring it up here to a jog. A jog is really a soft run, okay? Your heels go back. You can do a high knee for all I care. I can't see you, so you can do whatever works for you. Or you can just do right here, a very strong lift march. Purpose of this exercise is cardio. We want to get that heart rate up, okay? 50 seconds on the clock, some music on the tube there. 50 seconds, let's get that cardio going. I'm going to stay at low impact right here. I'm going to use a little more arms, and you're going to do whatever works for you. Now, as I said, you can get that heart rate up a little higher by bringing those arms overhead if you want. Stay at your pace. Lift those knees a little higher. Lift those heels a little higher. Lift that heart rate a little higher. $50 seconds. That's it. See if we can raise it a little higher now. Come on, come on, come on. Make sure you're safe. If you need a chair near you or by the wall, there's our time. Great job. Walk it off, okay? All right. Grab some water as you need it. I'm going to grab some water. So those are our 6 exercises. We're going to try it again. We're going to do all 6, 50 seconds each one. This time, however, I'm going to tell you how each of these exercises benefits Parkinson's symptoms. Which symptom and how it benefits. So instead of just thinking about the muscle you're using and staying safe and really working and building those muscles, I want you to think this time around about how it will help benefit your Parkinson's. How we can slow down some of the progression. If you don't have one of the symptoms that I'm talking about, it's still a really good practice to work on these exercises anyway, because they are common, and you don't know, maybe we'll delay it completely, maybe it's not one of your symptoms ever, but maybe it's on its way. So let's delay it, let's stop it, and let's just reinforce the brain, regardless of where you are or whether it's going to be show up for you at all. So let's just work on all of these together, okay? The first exercise is the bear crawl. The bear crawl, in addition to everything we talked about, the bear crawl uses opposites. That's why I used it. That's why I've included it today. Working opposites. Right and left leg. Right arm, left leg. We're working opposites. So you're crawling through space, whether you're on your knees or not on your knees. You're crawling through space using this. A natural way of walking that many, many people lose. Or they stop using their hands completely and it just becomes legs. So we want to reinforce, retrain the brain, get those neural pathways going. So this is a great way of working your body, strengthening all those your abdominal muscles, your leg muscles, your shoulder and arms, working all of those things, but we're also reinforcing that contralateral. I'm going to put on the music. I've spoken enough. Get down on the floor. Think about using those opposites as much as you can and making sure that your body is in place where it should be. Here we go. 50 seconds on the clock. Go! Think about those opposites. Try not to let those legs get too far away from you. Keep them bent the whole time. It's going to force that legs to work a little harder. And by harder, I always mean more fun. You're having more fun the harder you work. I know I am. Keep everything kind of close, not big steps, small steps. How are we doing? I'm only taking 2 steps, making it even harder for me. There's our time. All right, great job. One leg in front, hands on your thigh. Come on up. All right. Next exercise are clock lunges. I chose this, obviously, as I said, these are great exercises because it works both sides of your leg. The front lunge and the back lunge are quads. The squat is glutes and hamstrings, working all parts of your lower body. For Parkinson's, we're really working on gait, making sure that we're not taking those little steps. Some people find their steps get smaller, so we want to take a large, big step. Get that brain working, big steps, nice big steps, so that we're retraining the brain not to take little steps, to exaggerate those steps, all right? Grab your weights if you're going to use it. This time, for the whole 50 seconds, I really want you to think of going further than just working on those legs. Go further. Make a big, big step, okay? Both ways, on front, back, and to each side. Exaggerate the motions. Here we go. Music and time and music. Here we go. I have to make sure I have room here. And remember, we're just going around the clock. Both legs go each way. Once you've gone one way, use that leg and go the other way. Sit back. Big step back. Switch legs. Big step. Big wide step. Big step front. I'm going to keep saying that. I know I'm annoying. Keep going. Big. Bigger. Keep going. Working those legs. Retrain the brain. Big, big steps. Reinforce those steps. Starting to feel this in your legs. Heart rate may even come up. And there's our time. All right. You may never think of lunging the same way, right? Maybe you'll take those walking lunges that you do in the gym or outside or wherever, and really extend them now, from now on. I hope so. Okay, the next exercise are cross toe touches, crunches and drop toes. This one, our focus here is on core, and anytime you're strengthening your core, you're strengthening your balance. Okay, so that's one thing, but also because we're crossing the midline and going to the opposite, we're working again on opposites. We're retraining the brain. It's not always in a walking position. Anytime you go toward the other leg, you're still going contralaterally, reminding the brain to cross that midline and to go to the opposite limb. So we're reinforcing those movements, okay? So I want you to really reach. Don't just go for the knee. Cross that knee, okay? Music on, hit the floor. Here we go. I don't know why I keep hitting that and nothing happens. Okay. Legs up. Hands are to the side. I'm going to go way past. I'm going to go toward, for me, I'm going to go toward the pinky toe instead of just toward the toe. So I'm really crossing that midline. I'm really going to the opposite leg. And then the toe taps come down to strengthen your abs, to work your core and abs. Here we go. Stay at your pace. Just have some fun with it. We're having fun? Thank you. Pull your belly tight when you come down. Make sure your lower back is on the floor. That's our 50. Roll up. One leg in front for back support, for support. Lift yourself up. Nice work. All right, we're back to a standing position. What are we up to next? Now we're up to the back 3-count lunge. 3-count lunge. Down, 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 switch. So, I've already explained that when you lift the opposite arm, we're working contralaterally again, but we're also working bilaterally. Same side. I want you to start off, remember we're starting off with the opposite leg, so we're reinforcing that, but I want the brain to get used to working both sides, so then we work same side. And then we're going to switch and immediately think about going to the, think about going from the opposite side and then same side. Okay, and we're also strengthening that arm and shoulder because the arms are overhead. So, do your best, try to think about the Parkinson's movement, getting that leg way back, working gait and working opposites. All right. Here we go. Down, down. Remember, it's a 3-count. Switch, opposite. Same. Keep that arm overhead. Opposite. At your pace. I won't keep saying that because you may not be at my pace. But I do want you to keep those legs switching. Keep that arm overhead. Keep thinking of where you are in space. Keep thinking about what leg is moving. Work those quadriceps. Work those shoulders. I'm definitely feeling this. I hope you are. There's your time. All right. All right, so the next exercise we have, if I can turn my music off for a second. No, not wanting me to turn off. Come on. All right, the next exercise we have is this one. This is all really, even though it's upper body, this one I included for the sequence to remind you, just to do a sequence, you have to use your memory. You have to use your memory. Okay, so it's up, down, side, down, up, down, down. So this one requires some memory. That's upper body using those strong biceps, triceps, shoulders, front and back of shoulders. We're using an upper body exercise, but I threw in, instead of just doing flies or just doing curls or just doing presses, I threw in the sequence so that you have to use your brain. Okay, I'm going to put on the music. I'm not going to give you any cues. You're just going to go at your pace. Try to think about that pattern, or try to change the pattern and make up your own pattern, but stay with it, okay? Stay with it. Here we go. Woo! Make up your own or use mine. Think about how hard you're working. Think about lifting those arms overhead. So we're working postural, so we're working upper back. A lot of people find that their posture changes because of the Parkinsons. It forces you to lean slightly forward, yeah? Some of you? So you want to make sure that we're working that upper back for posture. All right. All right, last exercise is just cardio. We're doing that to get the heart rate up, to send blood and oxygen to the brain. We're also doing that to remind the brain to move quickly. Another common symptom of Parkinson's is moving slower. You may not notice it, but you know your steps start a little slower. Maybe your hands start moving a little slower. Maybe your handwriting. You've noticed it in your handwriting. All these things, they're just little. They may not be big, but by forcing the body to move faster, it reminds the brain again is reinforced and reminded to move faster. So we're going to do that for 50 seconds. I'm putting the music on. I'm not talking. You're not talking. You're just having some fun, okay? Let's get that heart rate up. We're jogging. We're doing high knees. We're doing high low. Whatever we're doing it. Okay? 50 seconds. Go. I want to get my heart rate up. Come on, join me. Yeah, I'm doing it. I want to get my heart rate up. I want to be so tired at the end of this. I want to work off some calories so that I can have a little Halloween candy, maybe. Keep going. Come on, even more. There's only a few more seconds. Come on, let's go. Kick it out, kick it out. Woo! Time. Walk it off. Walk it off, walk it off, walk it off. Woo! Get that heart rate down nice and carefully, safely. All right. All right, we have one more round to do. One more round. The last round, I'm going to give you something else to think about in addition to your form, which muscles and how you're using them, your movement, how it affects or helps your Parkinson's. Now, a third thing is something that has nothing to do with what you're doing. It's a cognitive brain teaser. Get your brain thinking about something else while you're exercising, okay? This has been proven in a million research articles. There's so much written about using your brain while you're exercising in a different way. So here we are. The first exercise is the bear crawl. I'd like you to come up with various different things that make you scared or make other people scared. People are scared of. This is in our Halloween theme. So things that make people scared, okay? Get down on the floor. I'm gonna put my music on again. I don't care. I'm gonna throw you between the music and the motion and the movement and everything else and the scary things that make you scared. So come on down. Get ready. 50 seconds on the clock. Here we go. I'm not helping. These are your scary things, not mine. Things that make people scared. It can make children scared. Think about whatever you can think about that people are afraid of. By the way, there's a lot of things, all kinds of phobias. Think about those too. Anything that you can think of that make people frightened. Halloween theme here, Halloween. Trying to remember you're working opposite hands and legs, okay? Look down while you're thinking of this. How are we doing? Don't take big steps, take small steps. Hands should be underneath that body. All right, that's our 50. How'd you do? Were you able to come up with a bunch? I hope so. All right, come on up. Hand, leg in front of you, standing tall. We're doing around the world clock squats, taking large, big steps on all sides, sitting back or standing tall, just dipping down, making sure that both knees are at 90 degrees. This time, I want you to come up with, every time you come down, come up with a candy that's either a candy, just a candy, any candy. Candy is used mostly for, I mean, I was thinking Halloween, but just every time you come down, say another type of candy, another brand or type of candy, okay? There's gotta be enough to take you through the whole 50 minutes, seconds, not minutes. Okay, so get in your position, get ready to go. We're thinking candy. Okay, 50 seconds and go. Don't forget to switch legs and go around the other way. Make sure you're sitting back, taking large steps, tipping down, don't bow, don't bow. Head and chest stay tall, working big steps. Candy! Try not to bow. Try to stay tall. Find your balance. And there it is. Hit the floor. Crunches. Crunches are next. Okay. Crunches. So for crunches, every time you drop your toes to the floor. So only when both toes go to the floor. Not when you're reaching. Just when both legs are going to the floor. I want you to come up with a costume, a Halloween costume, a common costume, or something you've seen before, something that people like to dress up for Halloween, or something that you were thinking of going if you were allowed to get out this year, you would have worn for Halloween. Or, I don't know, just any costumes for Halloween, what people dress up as, okay? Here we go, hit the ground, music on, go for those toes, support your back, be good to your body. I'm going to keep those hands to the side, reach, crossing the midline, remember? Think of something when you tap those toes to the ground. Right here, think of one. Reach all the way to the side of those toes if you can, because we want to cross that midline to the opposite leg. I'm going to make it a little more fun for me by supporting my neck and coming up just a little higher. More fun. Keeping my lower back flat on the floor, especially right here. Keep that lower back flat. Try not to swing and sway those legs. Hold them in place. There's our time. Roll up. How were those? Were those harder to think of? I hope not. All right, the next exercise is the 3-count back lunge. This time, every time you come in, you're going to go down, 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 up. Every time you come back to center, down, 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 up. Every time you come back to center, see if you can come up with a scary movie, something you've seen and you've either seen or heard about or that's gone around. Even if I'm a huge scary movie person, huge. So I've seen a bunch of them. I've seen some that maybe you've never seen that were so awesome. Because they're old, the old ones, the ones from the 40s and 50s, oh, they were so scary. Anyway, I diverge. Every time you go down, 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 up, think of a scary movie. Also, remember, we're working opposites, same, switch, opposites, same, okay? Grab your weights if you're going to use them. Otherwise, your hand is right overhead. Scary movies when you come back to center. Here we go. I had both arms up. Are you coming up with them? I think I did 3 of those. Let me go here. It's hard to concentrate on all this, isn't it? There's our time, thank goodness. Okay. So our next exercise we're going to do is the front, lateral raise, curl and press. And each time your arms come to here. So up, here, here, and here. Every time your hands are at your thighs, I want you to spell the word, not the whole word, just a letter. Actually, I'm going to change that. Every time you move, so we're going to spell Halloween. H-A-L, okay? Each time you move those arms, you're going to spell Halloween forward, and then you're going to spell Halloween backwards, okay? So just thinking about spelling the word Halloween, do your best. It's okay if you spell wrong. I do all the time. I'm going to put the music on. I'm going to put our timer on. 50 seconds, spell Halloween. Each time you move those arms, you say another letter. Whoops, I did that wrong. Keep those arms overhead. Lift straight ahead. Fly, not above your shoulders. Reach. Remember, this is the sequence. So while you're sequencing, you're still thinking of spelling Halloween. I think your brain's about to explode, yeah? This is a hard one. Don't worry about it. Just have some fun. Do your best. Yay, done. All right, weights down. I'm going to leave the music on because we're going right into that jog. There's no brain teaser on this one. It's just getting that heart rate up. I'm going to crank up that music a little higher and round it out. Go. Try to get that heart rate up. Come on. This is our last round. This is it. Last chance you get to get that heart rate up. Last chance you get to use a little extra calories before those candies come in the house. Keep it moving. I'm going to add a little arms to get that heart rate up. I'm not working as hard as I want to, so let me go. Now I am. Woo, I'm moving, huh? There's our time. Walk it off, please. Walk it off. Get that heart rate down. All right. So the best way to get the heart rate down is to take one big, big, big inhale and a very slow exhale. Again, big, deep inhale while you're moving, and a slow exhale. All right, do that a few more times while I explain what we're doing next. Now we're going to work on balance. That's why the pillow. I'm going to ask you, I know it's hard enough to stand on one foot on the floor, on a flat, even surface. This is really hard for most of us. I'm going to make it even harder. Yeah, I am. I'm going to make it even harder. I'm going to ask you to stand on that pillow, and we're just going to count together. I'm going to count to 10 seconds, maybe 15, depending on how we do. Maybe we'll work our way up to 15. But what I'm doing here is, even if you can't do this standing, I'd like you to make sure, oh, haha, here's where you need that chair again. Get that chair near you, because you're going to need this just to make sure you're safe. You can put it in front or behind you, just nearby, and you don't have to hold it the whole time. Maybe just a finger, just a gait. What I'm doing here is reinforcing, or forcing, the neurons in all those sensors in your brain to remind your body where it is in space. So this is one thing to do it on a flat surface. It's a whole other thing to do it on an unstable surface, which is what the pillow is going to offer you. So you're going to be kind of rolling that leg a little right and left, and that's fine. Think about how this is forcing your abdominals to trigger, forcing those abdominals in. Think about what it does to your upper body. Think about watch how your knee has to bend. Otherwise, the stiffer the knee, the worse your balance is. So I'd like you to get used to softening those knees when you start to lose your balance, because you will have better balance if you drop down just a little. So let's all start with that pillow. Let's start with the right leg. Let's have a chair nearby. In fact, let's hold the chair till we find what we're looking for. I'm going to ask you to keep one leg just slightly off the floor. Just slightly on the floor, rather. Okay, find where you are, standing nice and tall. Abs are in, shoulders, shoulders are here, not here. Watch out for that. You're going to already lose your balance if you do that. So let's find it here, and let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch legs and see how we do on the other leg, okay? Here we go. Find your balance, holding onto the chair to start. You can start with that leg on the floor. Make sure your abs are tight, shoulders are up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Let's do it again. Switch sides. You may want, as I said, a towel. So if you don't want to be stepping on your bed pillow, you may want to make sure that you don't have those dirty shoes on. All right, standing tall, abs are tight. We're going for 15. Remember, if you lose your balance and grab that chair, that's not cheating. That's working. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have really good balance, change it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, I was able to move my arms around. Not everybody can do that. Don't worry about it. I'm just showing you another option. What I really am looking for is for you to stay up 15 seconds on one leg. This is something you can practice. You've got those pillows at home all the time. You've got a chair nearby. This is whatever your body is learning to do by standing on an uneven platform or foundation. This reinforces what your body needs to do in real life, okay? So just have some fun with it. Try to really find where you're working. Try to get that brain going nice. Here we go. 1. We're on the other leg, yeah? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, nice job. All right, give your legs a little break here. We're going to do one more exercise using the pillow. This time, I promise you're going to really need that chair. Please, please, please use the chair. We're going to start off on that right leg or left, your choice. Let's take that leg behind. And I'd like you to just come down. This is really hard. I'm warning you now. Come down and touch your knee, and then stand back up. Stand up. Come down and touch your shin if you can. Stand all the way up. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah. Come down and touch your toe. Your choice. Either your knee the whole time, your shin the whole time, your toe the whole time. I don't care. I'm going to put some music on. We're going to give you about maybe 1 minute, about 50 seconds to do this. I'm not counting. Go at your pace. I'm just going to put the timer on, rather, not music. I'm going to put the timer on so that we can stop. Lost my, there we go. All right, so the timer's on, here we go. We're just bending, the other leg's behind, we're just coming down, woohoo, and standing up. See how much harder this is? So much harder. Stay at your pace, stay at your pace, just do what you can do. We're just retraining or training the brain. We're stimulating all those sensors in the brain. Balance is not just where your center of gravity is. Balance requires your eyesight, your ears, all those sensors in the brain, and your core. So we're working on a lot of things. A lot of things. We're just training and retraining and working on all those sensors. Okay? And on top of it, on a unstable surface. Okay. It's only 50 seconds, I promise. I promise. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. I'm feeling it. Switch sides, get ready to go. We only have one more side to go. We're going to do this together. Everybody has trouble with this. You are not alone. Don't worry about it. Just have some fun with me, okay? You saw how bad I did. Good. All right, let's go. Other leg. We're on the other leg. Here we go. Good. And we're coming down to just the knee if you want to. That's not just the knee. Sorry. Pardon me for saying that. Wherever it is that works, that you can do. Now, this is my right side, so you see I'm, oops, so well. I was about to say I'm more stable on this side, but I'm really not. Just do your best. Now, on this one, because we are moving, we are using other sensors. We're using our eyes. We're using your core a lot more than you were by just standing up. So we're using all those other sensors to find our balance. And we're using the chair to help find your balance. Sometimes you actually learn more by not having good balance than by just reinforcing standing on one leg. So by forcing this uneven surface, I'm actually forcing all those sensors to work harder. Yay for you, nice job. Let's stretch out and call it a day, huh? I'm gonna keep my chair here for my stretch. Good work. I hope you had some fun with that. I hope that's something you learned from and you had some fun with it. It's something that really I found really helpful for balance in some of my other sports that I do. Even for running, it's a great exercise. That balance thing is really great for running. So let's start off with, let's stretch out those legs. Let's start off with your right leg. You're gonna lean forward into it, nice and gently leaning forward. Let's use some vocal strength while we're stretching. Let's use some Halloween noises. We're gonna start with boo. Ready? Boo. Switch sides. Another Halloween noise. Let's go. Ah! Ready? Get that toe up, heel down. We're leaning forward into it. Any hands are anywhere but the kneecap. Ready? Here we go. Ah! And gently release. Good. Cross one leg over the other. You're sitting back if you can. Otherwise, you can do this exercise on the chair. Same exercise, just ankle, knee down, hold it right there. Let's say the letter A for about 10 seconds while we're stretching. Ready? A. Good. Starting to feel a little better, getting all those knots, getting all those toxins out of those muscles. And we did all those squats and lunges today. Get some release from those. Opposite leg is out to the side. You're sitting back. And we said A. Let's do the alphabet. Vowels. A, E. Let's ready? E. E. And release. Shake out those hips and those glutes. Let it all go. We're going to bring those arms directly in front. Drop your chin, stretching out the back of your shoulders from all those T's and flies that we did today. Ready? Let's say I. side. Use all those open muscles from the bear crawl and all those chest exercises, all those chest and shoulder muscles that we use today. And let's say I-O, ready? Oh. Good. Shake out your shoulders. Shake out everything. Just kind of let everything go for a second. Bring your arms fully extended over your head. Contract every muscle in your body. Reach all the way up to the ceiling if you can. Bring yourself up to your toes if you can. Lengthen both arms. Extend those fingers way, way up and high in the ceiling. Bring it a little higher, just a little higher, a little higher. Reach as high as you can. Lengthening your abdominals, your back, your shoulders, your neck, your glutes, your hamstrings. Everything is lifting and raising and stretching. Come back down to your heels. We are done. End with a big yay. Ready? Yay! All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you had some fun today, please go up the bottom of your screen and give us a little thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please click the little button on the bottom that says subscribe now. It does not cost you anything. It does help other people find us more readily the more subscriptions we have. So I hope you have a safe and wonderful Halloween. Have a wonderful and safe week. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.